Hello friends, welcome back to another Halloween special. Today we are making pumpkins. I am going to be knitting pumpkins. I have got a bunch of this very bright orange that I called pumpkin pie. I dyed this several years ago. It's not in the shop now, but it's yarn that I used to carry. And we're going to be using that. I have a whole bunch of those, and I'm going to add in a few autumn leaves colorway as well, all on chunky merino. And my plan is to make quite a large pumpkin this time. I will be using my own pattern for knitted pumpkins, which is a free pattern, so I will link that below for you if you would like to check that out. And I'm going to attempt to hold the yarn double this time. I'm thinking one autumn leaf and one pumpkin pie maybe. Yeah, I think that would be good. And I'm going to be knitting on 8mm needles, which are the largest ones I have that are that I have enough circumference for as well to hold a large pumpkin. So first off, let's start winding up some yarn. We're making progress. I have, oh, there we go. I have made, I don't know, a bowl, a hat. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it is a pumpkin. And I'm sorry about the lighting. It might be a little bit weird right now. It's dark outside already. And I only have my small light available right now. Anyhow, the pumpkin is coming along and it is time to start decreasing. I have stitched together the bottom, so there is no opening anymore. And I'm going to start stuffing it and decreasing to get the rounded shape. So that's what's coming up next. I love this project. It's so quick and easy, and it's perfect today because today is the most autumnal day ever. It's like windy and the leaves are whirling everywhere and raining a bit. Perfect day to stay on the couch knitting a pumpkin. So on to the decreases and to start stuffing it. A pumpkin is happening. We have our knitted ball. It is stuffed and ready to go. And I did have 2 threads while knitting, so I cut one of them short and one long, and I just wove in the short one to just close up the hole. And I kept a really long tail because I'm using that to shape our pumpkin, which I will be doing like so. Oh, let me see if I can show you. You see the principle? So what I will be doing is I will be sewing through the center of the pumpkin several times in order to make, you know, like the classic pumpkin shape. But since this is a very big ball, and I won't be able to use a, you know, just any old needle, because it won't go through, I will be using a mattress needle. Look at that thing. That is one serious needle. So that's what we're going to use to pull the thread through the center. So let's see if we can do this. Here we go. Whoops. It is trying to escape. Okay, let's see if we can get this through the center. I got the thread running on the outside here. Can you see that? Here we go. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to poke the microphone. Gave myself a lot of yarn apparently. Okay. Just going to place it where I want it, and I want this one to go just over the increases and decreases I've done earlier. I'm just pulling it like so, and we're going to do another one. Okay, I'm going to continue this, and I'll get back to you in a minute. There we go. That looks like a pumpkin to me. Well, almost. We do need to make a little stem for it as well. And for that I'm going to be using this green that I had left over. So that's the next step. I will be picking up stitches around the center. And I'm going to pick the center that is less pretty than the other one, because it's not going to show. I am, however, going to use slightly smaller knitting needles than the 8mm needles that I used for knitting this, because picking up stitches with very chunky needles is not fun. Not fun. So I'm going to get some slightly smaller knitting needles, sock needles, and pick up those stitches and knit the tiny little stem. There we have it, the finished pumpkin. And as I said, I have a free pattern for this, and I did it exactly as stated in the pattern when I made this, except that I used double chunky merino when knitting it. So I switched to, I used 8mm needles, since it's very thick. And when I did the stem, I used 5mm needles and just a single strand of yarn, also chunky merino. And in the pattern I state that you pick up 16 stitches in the round with sock needles, but for this one, since it's quite a lot bigger, I picked up 24. And I followed what it says in the pattern, except I did some additional decreases in the same way that I explained in the pattern. So that's the only difference. So this is it. The finished pumpkin. What do you think? You're gonna make one? I love this one. I'm definitely making more of this one. Well, that's it for this time. So, happy Halloween!